doo doo. Behold! And then just a bunch of like the bamboo dropping noises, if I could possibly find that on the internet. Welcome to a brand new Gator Snapper playthrough, where every time Gator Snapper starts a fucking Soulsborne series, I guess he just has to make sure the intro's absolutely awful. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at the very first episode of Dark Souls 3, where it was a joke, but it's one of the worst intros I've ever done to a series that I like, so hey, we're fucking playing this now, so fuck it. Who cares about what happened in the past? Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, the game series I didn't even actually know originally was a Souls game when I heard about it forever ago. All I knew is that there was a game called Sekiro that people were super psyched about, and I was just like, oh, that looks cool. And then later I was like, oh, it's a Soulsborne game. That's fucking awesome. And you know what? Best part about it that I found out, actually, is that you can actually have multiple thingies going on here, which, actually, what the fuck is this? Oh, okay, wow. Wow, there's not too much difference between your vitality from the very start of the game to, like, pretty late in the game, but alright, cool. Yeah, that's me 16 hours in. This game is fucking awesome, by the way. I'm just gonna say that. So I'm super psyched to actually be playing it for the channel. It's gonna be pretty fucking hard, though, because there's a couple bosses I got stuck on for, you know, goddamn the longest time, but this time maybe it'll be different since I have the experience. I don't know. It's definitely not like Dark Souls, though. Dark Souls I was fine mashing. This game, you actually have to meter out your attacks, but in the meanwhile, let's take a look at what's going on here. You know, I actually had meant to have it in English dub, but I guess that since it's pulling off my other game, we're just going to be listening to Japanese. It's how it's meant to be played, apparently. Like, you're supposed to listen to it Japanese dub, which is actually, I still think, a much better experience. See? That guy's having a great time with the Japanese dubs. Yeah, he's great. And this guy's like, what? You like dubs? Oh, and just shot in the head. That's what you get for liking English dubs. This is a pretty good rendition about what the game's like. Oh, yeah. That was the last guy. Got him right in the neck. That ended the war. I think, yeah, these are the big ol' important guys. You get to fight fuckers like this, like, all the time. Or, no, you think you get to fight fuckers like this all the time. That's what it looked like initially, because I was like, wow, it's like the only mini-bosses I've been fighting this entire game have been either guys with spears or guys with swords. Ooh, I was dead wrong. Why would I ever have thought a Dark Souls game would fucking be that lazy? It's so fucking good, though. Combat in this game is beautiful. Like, I have a really good time with it. Gore is also very pretty. Oh, sorry, pretty makes me sound like a psychopath. But no, it's good. It's a really fucking good game. It's solid. Yeah, take that, General Tamura. Don't even know who you are or what you stood for. But, alright. This is where it's wound up, I guess. Okay, so Ishin Ashina is actually the, like, I guess the group you are a part of, he's the leader of them. And I guess he fucking staged a coup. I don't know who against, they don't really explain that. And this is you, as a wee little lad, in the battlefield. You know what? I just realized, this is just Gintama. This is the start to Gintama, basically. Except instead of some weird immortal boy taking in the child, it's, I don't know, just a big old dude. And then there's an immortal boy. Weird shit. It's God. I'm sure you'll last a good long while, old sir. I have not beaten this game yet, by the way. I've only gotten, I guess, a good halfway point without spoiling anything, but I got pretty far in. It's fucking rough. You don't get to call in online help like in the other games. I actually had to fucking master fighting enemies myself. Not a fan of it. Oh no, you're giving me a job already? No, I don't want to work for this boy. Uh-huh. You know, you just had to say it like that. You just had to say that we had to bring him back at any cost. Great. Now this is the theme of the game. I have to go save a boy at some point. And then I think we do a little bit of a time skip. And yeah, things are going to look good. It's actually great. You just jump right into the game working as a manservant for this little boy. It's actually like a chore simulator. Like, you just kind of, You go around the castle and you pick up the kids' clothes and you'll buy them like food and toys to just relax with. You help them study, like, you know, law papers, stuff like that. After that, I think you have to help them take a bath at some point. That was a weird scene in the game, but it helps with storytelling. Like, it's a really good storytelling part. And let's see, I think the hardest part of the game is the dad loses the son over a custody battle, and you actually have to, like, you have to decide who you go with, because you're like a son too. You have to decide if you go with the mom or the dad, and then you're like, oh, but the Iron Code, I have to stick with the boy. And yeah, that's basically the summed up version of this game. Holy fuck, 20 years. It's been 20 years of that horse shit? Good lord. And on the brink of collapse. I thought we had a good thing going. I guess 20 years is a long time, but... oh, well, shit. He lost everything. Poor wolf. I guess I should also be reading some of this stuff out for the sake of, maybe some people would be listening to this rather than watching it. But actually, I found out. I made sure. I actually fucking made sure this time when I did like a test recording of this game, which I also upload onto Google Drive to see how it ran. This game, the gameplay itself, looks like it runs perfectly fine. I didn't actually get the cutscenes, which now that I'm thinking of it, that might be a mistake. But the game itself ran so smoothly, I was surprised, like, and happy. So goddamn happy. Hello, Miss Lady, I've fallen into this well and I can't seem to get out. Would you be willing to help? Okay. No, yeah, just hand me a piece of paper. That's wonderful. This will help me a whole bunch. Wait, that doesn't look like Japanese. That just looks like scrawlings. Actually, I think, you know what? I still haven't figured out if this game's set in, like, actual Japan of, like, ancient times or what. Like, it doesn't really quite make sense to me, but... I don't know. I think it's like mythology, not real Japan, but takes a lot of elements from it. And I don't know. Ugh. My face is all ashy and gross. This is what happens when you don't apply lotion, Wolf. You haven't been shaving either. Come on, dude. Just been sitting down here moping. What are you doing? Oh yeah, and that's our boy's name, by the way. Wolf. Because I guess he didn't really have the time to get a new name. He's also called Sekiro, but that's only by, like, one person we don't really know too well. Hey, oh my god, it's been so long since I've been back here. Just as a heads up for those that like exploring, this was the first direction I went to see if there's any goodies. There are not, but you will come back here later, so yeah, keep that in mind. An ornamental letter thrown into a well. Kuro's wolf, your destiny awaits you at the Moonview Tower. Escape from the well and find the tower bathed in moonlight. Even without a blade, you can reach it. Stay silent, stay vigilant. You know, you say to look for a tower bathed in moonlight, but what if what if the clouds cover the moon and, you know, none of the towers are bathed in any moonlight? How am I to know? How am I to know which is which? Oh well, whatever. I'm sure they accounted for such a thing. Oh, they did. You see, the moon is completely out. Welcome to the Ashina Reservoir. Ashina? I don't know how to properly pronounce Japanese. Well, you know, sometimes I do. It's just that when I actually try to pronounce it, I sound like a fucking loser. Like, all my friends say Sekiro, and I'm always like, Sekiro! And they're just like, ugh, you're trying too hard. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm a fucking weeaboo. And you actually come back to this area later. It's not necessary, like, hello. There's stuff you can do, but it's just side stuff. You didn't shackle him or restrain him, nothing. That doesn't worry anybody. Of course not. He's a fucking loser. Unarmed. I don't know why they say Wolf's lost his will to live. I didn't get that far into the game, but... I don't know. This game, compared to other Souls games, there's a much more cohesive story going on the whole time, which I was actually really surprised by. But it still keeps the Dark Souls elements of, like, there's a lot of, what do you call it? Like, storytelling that you determine for yourself. Environmental storytelling. It's really good. The Divine Heir is probably using the light for his lame-ass reading again. Yeah, he is a little nerd. I had to take care of him for 30 years. That reminds me, I didn't actually, I lied earlier when I was saying all that stuff about doing chores for him. It was a lie. I'm sorry. I thought it would be a better game. Everyone loves real-life sim games, you know, because they're so much fucking fun. Now, this game is so fucking good, though. I guess, like, I was about to say, like, what's the most realistic part of the game in terms of, like, a stupid sim? Just the gore and the expressions on their faces, I guess. Other than that, this game is just super enjoyable, fun combat stuff. And it actually surprised me how much they throw in a bunch of mechanics, and like I kept learning new mechanics. Like the halfway point boss, as I'm calling him, after I beat him, they showed me there's like another new mechanic that I didn't know about, and I was already like 16 hours into the game at that point. I was like, whoa, fucking throwing in all these new things. I'm amazed. It's like so good. It's I'm so happy with this game. I'm happy to be playing it for the channel, but it's also going to be one of those super edited series, especially when it comes to bosses. Hello, young master. I see you've been doing nothing to save yourself. Oh, I forgot how creepy that was. You look like a little robot, young master. You did well to come here. You know what? I'm not going to read the actual fucking cutscenes. I don't want to do that. I'll read their dialogues when I'm in person, but yeah, no. I don't feel right reading over these. You know, it's how I trick people into actually watching the video, just to see what they're actually saying. I might still turn it back to English at some point to avoid this stuff, but whatever. Yes, young master. What would you like me to do about this current situation you are in? Keep in mind, I am just one person, and you're giving me a sword. Did you see how many people are out there? Okay, thank you. Kusabi Maru, it's a good sword, but you really think I could take out just all those people? Okay, you seem pretty confident in me. I'd hate to disappoint you, young master. God forbid I have my own fucking will. Oh no, a fucking owl just told me, like, yeah, no, you're mine now, and you're gonna work for this family, because I thought it was funny. Alright. Yeah. You got it, boss. I will do all the things. So, only now do we have the capability to actually kill people, which... You know what? If I remember correctly, let's see. What's the mantra of the sword again? A shinobi's role is to kill, but even a shinobi must not forget mercy. Oh yeah, we're gonna show so much mercy to all those people that we come across. Alright, don't mind me, young master. Oh, sorry, I broke your favorite reading box. I've got some... Oh man, I'm knocking over all your books too. Sorry, I got stuff to pick up. Here we go. I'm gonna take some of your medicinal pellets that you kept up here for your own purposes. And let's see, yeah, hold on, young master, let's see, okay, looking good. Oh, God, young master, I'm so sorry, I think I broke a vase. Anyways, what have you to give me, young sir? Loyal wolf, I see you're wounded. I have something that may help. It's a special gourd of medicinal waters. Use it to heal your wounds. You got it. So this gourd is a new version of the Estus flask. I don't think they did any real big changes with it. You only get one at the get-go, which is kind of harsh, but I think I've found almost all of them. There's only 9 in this game, so that's... yeah, I don't know. I found 7 of them, so some of them are from boss fights, others you have to actually just look in weird locations for them. And for the most part, I actually managed to do it without doing a walkthrough, but some of them were a little, not esoteric, just in areas that I was not expecting. None of that fucking, like, Nintendo bullshit where it's like, no, you have to stand here and fucking spin in a circle 18 times and a gourd seed just falls down on you. Oh, and I've been talking over him again. Whoops, my bad. He wants us to go find a secret passageway to get this boy out of here. You know, we were getting you out of here, but where are we even taking you after that? Because from what I've seen, there's, like, not too much in this world. Like, this whole game actually takes place in a pretty small area, all things considered. Like, in Dark Souls, I always felt like you go you go around pretty far. This game, not so much. This game is all pretty, like, centered, like, around the castle, which is cool. Like, I like it. Just, I don't know. I also like a big ol' adventure. It's nothing complaining about what goes on in this game, though. Just saying. And then we got posture and death blows. So, yeah. Simple combat. Only one button to do the attacking rather than RT, or fuck me, I don't even know it. RT and RB, like in Dark Souls. This game is just all RB. But they have other ways to make the combat interesting, like all the other stuff we'll be learning later. And, I was just about to say, one of the cool parts about this game is they actually added, like, proper stealth in a way to this game, which is neat. And also parrying, or I guess deflection. It took me a while to properly master this, but it looks like my timing is still okay. I actually I figured that getting back into this, like, from the beginning, because... like, I can parry some bosses okay. Like, enemies like this, not as much. I'm always bad with my timing. But the blocking is actually pretty forgiving. Like, You can block enemies pretty well just on your own. Oh, there we go. Haha. God, I fucking love it though. So fucking gory and violent. Like, Dark Souls had gory moments and whatnot, but this game is just like, ah, fuck me, I messed up. Well, I could have done it fucking from the air death blow, but I did not. I'll just fucking, there we go. God damn, I forgot how fucking easy this shit was. Alright, let's see how this guy does. So our first mini-boss is right here, Shigenori Yamauchi. Counter slash. Do I want to try and counter slash you? Let's give it a shot. Oh, bitch. So, one of the other neat functions of this game is they have the health bar in the left-hand corner of the screen, but if you do enough countering and whatnot, you break their posture, you can actually just, like, take out one of their whole health bars. Most enemies do have multiple health bars, and if they look like they only have the one health bar, it's typically a fucking trap to fuck with the player, which I thought was fucking rude, but whatever. Whoop. Oh god, I want to be careful because I don't want to die too much. Oh, actually, I found out there's actually a bunch of enemies you can kind of trick up. Whoop. Oh, you can actually trick up a bunch of enemies where, like, if you start to block... I'm fucking up bad. If you start to block, they'll, like, break off whatever attack they're doing. God, I am fucking all sorts of things. Oh, there we go. Yeah, god damn. Okay. Just like when I was playing Dark Souls, I get a little out of breath because I'm so fucking tense the whole while doing all this shit. It actually went by surprisingly smoothly. Feeling good about this so far. Maybe this playthrough won't be complete ass. I don't think it'll be complete ass, but oh man, fuck me. I saw these you get... is that spoilery? There's a bunch of tree branches. They'll be relevant one day, don't worry. But for now, we're not going to worry about them. Actually, what am I doing here? Am I supposed to go up here? Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, no, I can't wall jump that high. I'm a trained shinobi, but I don't have this level of technique in my hands yet. Oh, here we go. Up, and but I wish wall running was a thing in this game, but I think there's probably a little bit too many obstacles you can avoid if you do wall running stuff. But let's see, let's get some eavesdropping here. Let's drop some lore. Get some lore in on me. The secret passage at the bottom moat under the bridge. We just got orders to guard it. Security's getting tight. War will be upon us very soon. Wow, you're a fucking Debbie Downer, aren't you? Bet your friend just loves talking to you all the time. Tip, you don't really have to go under the bridge at this point, but there is something I want to do. You see that boy over there? He's a weird, grimy little, like... I don't really know what these guys are other than gross, but there's a bunch of them. They become a regular enemy later on, and I'm just getting him out of the way because I think I maybe get an item for it. I don't know. Let's just stab him, see how it turns out. Nope. It was just for fun. Just killing the guy for fun, as you do. Anyways, let's just go fucking save our young master. Our objective is just about over here, and if I'm very quick about it... Oh, shit, I got like 3 minutes left. You know what? I'm going to just decide, like, right here and now. Let's make this series a 20-minuter, and today's this first episode will be 25 minutes. 25 minutes should probably get me through all I really need to do right here and now. God, I'm trying to beat... There is some fall damage in this game, but it's pretty forgiving about it. But, I do not... I don't want to die to some stupid bullshit like a fucking gecko. Get out of here, you gecko. So enemies like this, if they're on the ground, you can actually always get a death blow in on them if you jump up from above. But you could also just stab them like fucking normal. Like, there's no real challenge with geckos. They're kind of here just as like, oh hey, there's some enemies here and there. It's like lore building in terms of creatures and whatnot. And let's see, our objectives over there. God, I'm so fucking spoiled off of the fucking the spoilery device. I'm spoiled off of the spoilers. You get something that makes traversing environments really simple and fun. And I can't wait to get it so I can... Oh, man. I'm going to get... You know what? People probably already fucking know enough about this game to know what I'm talking about. You get a robot arm, basically. It's a real fun time. But I just realized I have to, like, recollect everything that I had before, which makes me a little sad. Actually, can I trick this out? Hey, there we go. I don't need to fucking be confined by the environments. Okay, cool. I am going this way. Alright, young master, you just keep waiting in your Moonview Tower. Oh god, I am busting through everything. Alright, here we go. Oh, hey, and look. It's one of the fucking Buddha statues that I can't use yet. Alright, whatever. This appears to be the escape route. Call the divine air with the reed whistle. You got it. Come here, my boy. Yep, this isn't giving our position away at all. And you're just here. You just came out here all on your own. You were able to sneak out this whole time? I guess maybe you were. I guess I did clear out all the enemies on the way here, but I'm still a little upset with you, Divine Air, Young Master. Yes, I did find it. Thank you for asking how I feel. I'm a little bit more wounded, but yeah, no, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. We're done with this shit. I'm certain there's nothing that could possibly go wrong at this moment. I mean, we have other options. Oh, to run for... Yeah, no, running from your bullshit is the only answer. But, I mean, we have other options in terms of escaping. Young Master, what is it? You want to talk? Where shall we go once we're away from the castle? First thing we should do is cross the Ashina border. I am curious, what lies outside of the Ashina border? Perhaps we should hide somewhere. Where do you think? Whatever you desire. Yeah, I guess I just don't think for myself. If I had a choice, I would say we should go to the west and find out where all those Europeans came from. Onwards, then. Yes, young master. Follow me at my full... I thought I could do a full sprint. Maybe it's just because I'm in here. Alright, whatever. I actually didn't realize you could sprint in this game until, like, fucking way later, which was a little bit embarrassing, but nothing too much to worry about. Oh. Young master. It looks like, that guy that kidnapped you, I think he's about to do it again. Alright, let me just take care of this. This is actually the boss fight that took me a fucking long-ass time to beat. It was so satisfying once I did it, though. Maybe since I know his combos better now, maybe I have a chance fighting him here and now. The Divine Air. This is my totally unique voice. You know, let's give him something. Last we stood... That's not unique either. I don't know. I'll come up with something, sure. Last we stood together was at your uncle's funeral. Lord Genichiro! Ooh! Okay, well, I was trying to say something, Wolf, and then you just cut me off. Very rude. You don't just cut off the divine heir of the Emperor bloodline or whatever, but thanks, whatever. Uh-huh. Yeah, you can leave this to me. I'm sure things are gonna turn out splendidly. Sir, is there any way we could avoid doing a fight? I'd rather save that for later in this game. But, no. So the noble shinobi stands in our way. You're gonna hate me in like 12 hours once I pull out my bow and all that other fucking bullshit I can do. Alright, come on, show me what you got. Show me what you got, bitch. Bitch, I'm used to your combos. What you got? You gonna pull out your bow, but you won't. Too much of a pussy. Oh wait, I forgot I can't do the Makiri counter. Oh no, my whole strategy in fighting him is ruined. Ho! Hi, see, that's what I was talking about. You can, like, trick this guy out super easy. Oh, what you got, though? Alright, jump up in the air, do some fucking fancy feast. I got that fancy feast technique. You know, he's actually not giving me... Oh, there we go. Oh, he got me. Alright, I left myself open. Don't have as much health as I had before. Oh, and he took my arm off. Now I have exceptionally less health than I had before. Sir, I was still using that. I was in the middle of using that. Alright, well... If they thought I was useless before, they're definitely going to think I'm useless now. You could actually say I'm unarmed. Yeah, that is... In terms of comedy, that's also all I have to offer. The divine air will be coming with me. Come along, little boy. I've kidnapped you now. Fuck, little boy, what the fuck? Why didn't you run away? I guess maybe this creepy guy in the cloak probably knocked him out, but still, I'm disappointed in you. Shouldn't you have learned something from me? Like, I was your shinobi bodyguard. I could have taught you some, like, self-defense. Alright, never mind. I'm just gonna bleed out here in the middle of this pleasant wheat field or whatever. Good fucking deal. Well, I guess... On that note, I'd like to end this episode right here. But, oh, never mind. The cutscene happened a lot quicker than I thought it would. Nothing better than waking up in a strange, hairy man's house. Just completely unaware of what's going on. And also maybe with the addition of a new robot arm. But who can say? Who can say what's happened to my arm? As far as I know, it's still fucking gone. You know, this is just Metal Gear Solid 5. I've realized it. That's all this game is. You stealth, you have a robot arm, You're probably doing a lot of stuff for vengeance. I don't know, something along those lines. Did you just cover me with hay? That's very rude of you, stranger. And yes, I know it's probably like some kind of tatami. No, not a tatami mat, because that's an actual mat. Whoa, look at that cool-looking robot arm. Oh, wow, it's actually, like, bone and shit. That's cool. Bet, like, the hands would, but, like, the arm itself. I don't even understand how it works, though. I guess it's, like, the best thing I could say. I don't know. Whatever. So you're awake? Looks like death is not your fate. Just yet. I'm a creepy old man. Yeah, I think the only way the arm could work is maybe if there's like little ropes attached to like the muscles in his arm, and that's like I don't know. That's the best I could realistically try to explain it. In terms of the game, who gives a shit? It's fun. It's the artificial arm of a shinobi, passed down by the sculptor. It's a replica of an arm fit or whatever. It's just a bunch of... It's cool. That's all we need to know about it. And you know what? On that note, I'm going to end this episode right here. So yeah, welcome to the brand new series, Sekiro. See you guys in the next one. Later, everybody.